Hello friends, on this channel we are going to discuss a lot of issues and diseases related to the digestive tract. But what exactly is that tract? How digestion occurs in our body? What amount of time the food is passing through the digestive tract and then it gets digested? So we'll just have a simple discussion related to the length of the tract and where it lies in our body. If we start from the oral cavity, from the mouth towards the back of our neck lies the oral cavity. This is the initial part of our digestive tract where saliva secretion occurs and the process of digestion starts. After that, from the back of our neck to the upper part of our tummy, that is the abdomen, lies the food pipe, which is known as the esophagus. In the schematic, it starts roughly around here, goes downwards till it opens up into the stomach. Now, if we zoom that area, we can find that between the chest, that is the upper part of our torso, and the lower part, that is the tummy, the abdomen, there is a muscle which is known as diaphragm. This is responsible for separating the chest and the abdominal cavity, and it has a major role to play in our respiratory activity. Now, our food pipes, it comes around 2 to 3 centimeters below the level of diaphragm and then it opens into the stomach. This esophagus, this food pipe is around 40 to 45 centimeters in length. The food remains there for seconds. It does not remain there for a long time, and if it is remaining, then there is some issue. After coming into the stomach, so there is a non-written valve present here. That means that the food that has already come into the stomach should not go above. Now the digestion process continues for around 2 to 2.5 hours in the stomach itself. After the necessary digestive activity has been done, the stomach then enters, the food then enters into the small intestine from here. Now there are three major components of our small intestine. The first part is duodenum, which roughly extends from here, and this is actually a diagram for the understanding of the common public, but this small intestine actually passes something like this. And then from here, the second part of small intestine starts, which is known as jejunum, and somewhere midway here, the third part of the small intestine starts, which is known as the ileum. Now the small intestine as a whole, from where the stomach ends and till the small intestine ends, is around 12 to 14 feet in length. The food digests and passes through the small intestine for around 6 to 8 hours. In the small intestine, most amount of nutrients are absorbed in our body, and the food that converts into liquid stools, around 1 to 2 liters of fluid reaches this area. It is a mixture of food that we eat, the mixture of saliva, gastric juices, the bile that is secreted by the liver, as well as pancreatic digestive juices. Now, when the small intestine ends, starts the large intestine, which is also known as the colon. The opening of small intestine into the large intestine also has a valve, so that when the stool reaches the large intestine, it should not go back into the small intestine. Nearby lies the appendix, which is very popular. As you know, it is a site of infection which is very common in our society, but it also holds some bacteria which are necessary for digestion. The large intestine has a major role for absorption of water and electrolytes like sodium, potassium. So the 1 to 2 liter of stool that is reaching the large intestine, by the time it comes out as stool the next day, it is only 250 to 300 gram. Rest of the thing is absorbed by the large intestine. Now this large intestine, which goes up, traverses the abdomen, then comes down and opens up through the anal opening. The whole length is around 4 to 5 feet. Now this last portion of our large intestine has a special storage function. It also has a different name. This whole area is known as colon, but this storage area is known as rectum, and the last 4 to 5 centimeters of the large intestine is known as anal canal, which is the actual opening from where we pass stools. So friends, this is an overview of how our digestive tract looks. Thank you.